The Pine Creek Rail Trail Northern Extension is now complete. Today is Tuesday, October 21st, and this is 570 News on the Go, brought to you in part by NorthCentralPA.com. Sunny today with a high in the mid-60s. The sexual assault conviction of 25-year-old Devin Bouchard of Hughesville will stand. However, Penn Live reports that a state superior court judge believes the former Lock Haven University student should receive a new hearing to determine whether he is a sexually violent predator. He was found guilty of sexual and indecent assault and sentenced to 57 months to 12 years in state prison for raping a drunk female student at a frat party. At the time, he was found to be a sexually violent predator and must register as such. An aide at the Midwest Elementary School is accused of kicking a 5-year-old special needs child. The Daily Item reports 43-year-old Nina Bilheim of Middleburg faces charges of simple assault and harassment. The alleged assault occurred in September. Bilheim was employed by Beata as the child's aide and caretaker. She has since been suspended pending the outcome of her hearing. The former funeral director of the Singer Cater Neff Funeral Home in Howard has been sentenced for abuse of a corpse. The Center Daily Times reports 34-year-old Garrett Singer was handed a term of 23 and a half months probation. 30 days will be served on house arrest, and he must also pay more than $4,000 in restitution. 92-year-old Joan Donnelly had passed away and her body was sent to Singer's funeral home to be cremated. However, when her daughter went to claim the woman's ashes, she learned her mother's body had been left unrefrigerated at the funeral home for 6 weeks and was decomposing. Donnelly was only identifiable through a surgical implant and dental records. The business was shut down and Singer's licenses were revoked. 34 people from 23 different countries recently took part in a naturalization ceremony at the federal courthouse in Williamsport. United States Magistrate Judge Sean Camoni administered the oath of allegiance. In order to attain citizenship, candidates must spend years waiting for the opportunity to apply. Then the application for the process includes an interview as well as both a civics and English test. Ben Hazen will be the new executive director for the American Rescue Workers in Williamsport. He'll take over the helm following the planned 2026 retirement for the longtime leaders Sam and Don Aston. The Sun-Gazette reports Hazen brings over 20 years of ministry and organizational leadership experience. He most recently served as the director of discipleship at the Community Baptist Church in Montoursville. The Pine Creek Rail Trail Northern Extension is now complete, connecting the borough of Wellsboro to the rail trail. The 3-mile connection is a direct route from the trail to Wellsboro's downtown shops, restaurants, and hotels. A visitor center at the north terminus of the extension is set to open this fall. The 62-mile Pine Creek Rail Trail runs through the Pine Creek Gorge to Jersey Shore and was voted one of the top 10 trails in the United States. Clint the Pig will now greet visitors at the Clinton County Fairgrounds. The 4-foot-tall carved wooden pig, painted pink with a bow tie, gloves, and suit coat, will be stationed at the main gate to the fairgrounds in Mackeyville. Up until now, Clint had only appeared on the fair's letterhead. The Record Online reports the discussion about having Clint created came after last year's Hooskow Chainsaw Carving Festival at the fairgrounds. The group left a carved bear at the main gate, which gave fair organizers the idea of a carved Clint the Pig. Chainsaw carvers returned to the fairgrounds this week for the annual Hooskow Festival. More than 50 carvers will be taking part in the event Thursday through Saturday. And work will soon get started on the long-awaited Wawa convenience store in Clinton County's Baldigal Township. The Record Online reports the final land development plans were signed on Friday. The new Wawa will be built on the property of the former Creekside restaurant. Approximately 10 other Wawa locations are expected to open in surrounding counties over the next few years, including a Wawa on Route 15 in South Williamsport near the Little League complex. For the latest in news and events, head on over to NorthCentralPA.com. I'm Liz Brady, and you're up to date with 570 News on the Go.